watch the Lumen interactive art installation coming to downtown Silver Spring. And this contains multiple giant folded stainless steel flowers that respond to things like weather patterns. So we wanted to learn more about it. So let's check with the artist. George Student joins us coming in from California to talk more about it. It's good to see you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So I actually saw your exhibit that you had at the Smithsonian Renwick Gallery in 2019, and I think a lot of Washingtonians got a little taste of it there. It was fantastic. This, what you're doing here in Silver Spring, is next level. Tell me about it.
Oh, great. Great that you saw a piece in the Renwick, the Lumen. What we're doing here is really next level. So our art is always origami, and we used to do plastic origami, and this is the first time we turned the origami into stainless steel. So steel usually doesn't bend, so there's a lot of technology that had to go into making this work. And you see in the background, these flowers are kinetic, so they open in the morning and they close at night. And they also respond to the weather, so they're connected to the National Weather Service. So when it's too windy, you know, there's a lot of surface there, so they close when it's too windy. When it's too cold, when it's getting freezing, they will also close, so the hinges don't get stuck. And when it rains too much, they also close. So there's quite a lot of technology in these flowers.
So you have that perfect mix of technology and art. As for the flowers themselves, will that truly kind of replicate the weather patterns then? Is the idea to show that they're reacting to the weather just as we are as people?
Well, it's mostly, I mean, these are sensitive flowers, but not as sensitive as we are, so they can sustain some rain. The reaction is mostly to strong weather. So if it's too windy, they close. If it's too cold, if it's too rainy, they close. But most of the time, they just do their thing. There's another thing going on that's a little bit more frequent. It's the lights. So each flower has about 3,500 LEDs in them that turn up at night, and those lights respond to the environment as well, and that's a more frequent change. Like, we can't change the movement of flowers. They just want to stay open, but they can pick up different colors.
So at night, it's going to be absolutely stunning with the different colors and the brightness of those flowers, which we can't quite get that during the day, but you get the idea as to what it'll look like at night. As far as the electronics that are involved in this, does someone have to physically open and close the flowers, or is that all done remotely, or is it done just the flowers sensing what's happening around them?
The flowers are sensing. It's like so the motion is connected, as I said, to the National Weather Service. So there's we have like these, like, our interaction guys. They're working on the software to make sure that when the National Weather Service says it's going to be windy, they send a signal, or the computer automatically sends a signal to the flowers, so they close. The other sensor that we have in there is some microphones that respond to the environment, to voices and stuff like that. But more on that later. Like, there's probably going to be some upgrades that we can upload remotely. But like, you can stay tuned on that stuff through the Downtown Silver Spring website.
Sure. And look, your artists love to create, and artists love to get feedback on their art. And I know you've done some great stuff. And I checked out some of your work. And whether it's something huge at Burning Man, at a big festival where you get that instant feedback, or something else, this seems like this is special because you're essentially helping to transform an entire neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, this is super exciting for us. Like, this is the first time we did a commissioned art piece. All our previous pieces were first shown at Burning Man, where it's just another art piece. I mean, it's a stunning environment, but here it's the impact that this will have over the next decade or two is going to be pretty great.
It's going to be a showpiece for sure, and a great marriage of art and electronics and technology. York Student is the designer. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing it in person.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice chatting with you as well. Wait until all those lights fire up when it gets dark out. That's going to be something to see.
Oh, I can't wait to check it out. Right.